Good morning, good afternoon, dear Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear distinguished guests. It gives me great pleasure today to welcome you to this UNESCO Lecture Series on Earth Materials for Sustainable and Thriving Society. These UNESCO Earth Sciences Lectures is co-organized in collaboration with the International Union of Geological Sciences, IUGS, and the Irish Research Centre for Applied Geosciences, iCRAG or iCRAG, to which we are indeed sincerely grateful and thankful. Dear colleagues, in 2019, UNESCO provided funding and patronage for a very successful international summer school that was held at University College in Dublin. Now, this event, which was called the Restore, attracted over 40 early career geologists, social scientists, and postgraduate students from 28 nations across the world, including 18 developing countries, who got together to address issues related to earth resources and society under the guidance of international experts. This year, although we cannot be physically together, we assured that this online series of lectures on the role of earth materials in society will be equally successful and will provide insightful perspectives. The history of humanity is intrinsically linked to the exploitation of earth materials, particularly mineral resources. This has enabled us to move from the Stone Age through to the Bronze and Iron Age, and later with the driving force behind the various technological revolutions that have led to deep improvements in our quality of life. In fact, the material resources are present in every aspect of our daily lives, in the objects and services we use. However, their presence is almost imperceptible, and most people are not even aware of how dependent we are as a society on these materials. Dear colleagues, at a time when humanity faces the greatest challenge of modern age, that is, the loss of biodiversity and the threat of climate change and its impacts, mineral resources and other earth materials are once again crucial to the profound technological and economic social transformation of our societies if we want to move to a much more sustainable, knowledge-driven society. This can only happen if we are able to demonstrate that there is a deep connection between the materials and the route to sustainability. And I'm sure that these lectures, which are in line with UNESCO's mandate to support research and capacity building in the earth sciences, is really intended to contribute to that objective. As a capacity building action, these series are really in line with UNESCO's mandate of promoting international scientific collaboration and solidarity, and promoting access and fast-tracking technology to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. Through the International Geoscience and the Geoparks program of UNESCO, the IUGGP, UNESCO has not only created a worldwide community of geoscientists focusing on responsible and environmental resource extraction, natural hazard resilience and preparedness, but the International Geoscience Program is a network of open-air laboratories for sustainable development that promotes the recognition and sustainable management of Earth heritage. Now, UNESCO Global Geoparks, UGGP, is proud today to announce there are 161 global geoparks in 144 member states. These programs contribute to the achievement of the SDGs. Initially established as a program to correlate geology across the world in the wake of the great advancements made by the discovery of the Earth's tectonic plates and their movements, today the IGCP provides an important platform for cooperation on different topics of relevance. We are very pleased today that the scientific objectives of the IGCP increase our understanding of the geological factors that actually affect global environment to improve humanity's living conditions. Now, despite the challenges that we had to face in the past decades, we've always managed to keep up scientific standards of high excellence. This has only been possible because we've been able to rely on the network of dedicated, exceptional experts across the world in respective fields. These people who invest their knowledge, their time, their energy to advance international scientific cooperation are really the backbone to this particular program. It is thanks to them that UNESCO can rely on connecting today the network of 10,000 Earth scientists across the planet. Dear colleagues, this is also in the spirit of the UNESCO planned recommendation on open science. UNESCO member states have mandated UNESCO to undertake a study on a possible recommendation of open science. We have seen in the wake of the pandemic, the sharing of scientific technological data in real time to control and manage this pandemic. This is really the spirit of open science, a game changer today to reduce the knowledge divide between societies. And I believe that these 10,000 Earth scientists, the networks across the world, are really at the heart of promoting open science across the world. UNESCO is the only organization in the United Nations family with a mandate to support research and capacity building in earth sciences. We live up to these expectations under our important responsibility through the UNESCO Earth Science section here in UNESCO, which invests extensively in earth science awareness, as well as bringing solutions to global challenges, biodiversity loss, energy transition, and the impact of climate change. But our work is never fully accomplished, colleagues, without your support. And we sincerely hope that this fruitful collaboration will continue in the future to better understand Earth systems and how essential it is to our only common home. Without its partners, we cannot deliver our mandate. The IUGS is one of the oldest and most established cornerstones of UNESCO's natural sciences sector. I am delighted, proud, and honored that UNESCO continues to be a privileged partner with iCRAG, and we thank iCRAG for their strong support to the global earth sciences community. By organizing these types of lectures, we are delighted to be able to support all the member states in this transition towards sustainable natural resource management. I want to extend to you our sincere thanks, and especially to the 11 recognized global experts who will contribute to our 6 lectures. Let me also sincerely thank the Earth Science section under the leadership of Christoph Vandenberg, as well as our expert, Özlem Adıyaman, for bringing us together in this very important lecture series. I thank you sincerely, ladies and gentlemen, and wishing you that everything goes smoothly. I do hope that in the future, we will be able to welcome you to Paris, to UNESCO headquarters, and look forward to working with you continuously to raise the value of our cultural heritage, Mother Earth. Thank you very much. Wishing you a good series.
I'm John Ludden, President of the International Union of Geological Sciences, and I would like to welcome everyone to this initiative. Earth Materials for a Thriving Society is sponsored by UNESCO, the IUGS, and iCRAG. The International Union of Geological Sciences represents more than 1 million geologists in more than 60 countries worldwide, and it's the global voice of the geological sciences. So why do we need geologists? We need to understand the dynamic Earth and investigate the internal motor of the planet that has built the continents and created the habitat for life. We need to create a safe and healthy planet, minimizing the impact of unavoidable natural hazards and building a cleaner, sustainable environment. We need to live sustainably on planet Earth, providing the foundations for the exploration and responsible use of global natural resources now and in the future. We must drive sustainable growth, finding the resources that build economic prosperity, support industry, and promote innovative technologies. We need to reduce global inequities, supporting science education and industry in developing nations. This meeting with a focus on Earth materials will start to set the scene for a post-COVID world, where the main focus must be economic development, but with a major consideration for issues around climate change. More specifically, as discussed here, the need to change our behaviors and to use Earth's resources carefully is essential. Thank you, and have a good meeting.